having some good taste. Leonard's.
We're back for the second quarter of the State 5A championship game from Texas Stadium in Irving. I'm Vern Lundquist, along with former Cowboy quarterback Roger Staubach and former Texas head coach and athletic director Darrell Royal. And a good, decent-sized crowd on hand, keeping in mind that this is a neutral site, equidistant between Midland and San Antonio if you go a little bit out of the way to be equidistant. First down and 10. Deere, draw play. Fryer. Perhaps a yard. Nicky Tomlin, number 77, at defensive left end, made the tackle. As Howard would say, if he's 165, we've got a scoop. Take a look, Roger, at this pass play just before the quarter ended.
Well, Allen's kind of half rolling to the right. He comes back to his left. Boy, he's throwing that ball well. Number 14, Alan Deere, hits Alton Martin right down in that seam in that zone. And, of course, the defense watches the eyes of the quarterback. That little half roll to the right opened up that zone back to the left.
Martin and Lambert both go wide to the left.
There it is again.
And they're going deep. Clarence Westendorf, the tight end, and they had a little mix-up on the pass route. That is the first incomplete pass today for Converse Judson.
What you do in those half rolls for a quarterback, you're really throwing against the grain. You're going off to your left. In this case, Deere's throwing back to his right. This time, he's throwing to the tight end, Westendorf. And your safety starts hesitating a little bit going towards the quarterback side. So you have a little seam in there back to the weak side.
3rd and 9. Draw play, Lambert. Can't quite get around the corner, but they may get a face mask out of this.
This looked like a big play here for a second. That Lambert, boy, he's got good speed. He breaks to the outside. He just can't get going north and south there. He had pressure in the inside. He breaks back to the outside, and there is a face mask. That's a costly penalty against Lee.
That is Earl Davis, number 40.
Now right there, he's got his hand on his helmet and his mask, but and he wasn't pulling on the mask intentionally, but he did have it on there, and they gave him the penalty.
That'll cost them the first down because they had Davis had stopped him short of the first down. Lambert with 30 yards on 6 carries so far. By the way, in the 4A state championship game, Bay City has a 23-0 lead over Lubbock Estacado in the 3rd quarter. High score 7-7. And the Rockets of Converse Judson threatening right now. First down and 10. They have a lead in first downs, as you can see. 11-10 to go in the first half. Pitch out, Lambert. Boy, that was well executed. That'll move the chains. These two guys really do complement each other, don't they?
They do. That was the option. That was back to the weak side this time. I say the weak side, away from the tight end, the flanker. It's into the short side of the field, and there's just no force man to the outside. There's a good block downfield, and of course Lambert gets to the outside and gets that first down.
First down at the 16. Prior to about the 11.
Looked like Pryor's going to be stopped for a loss, and he turns nothing into something real quick.
I know it's early, but anybody he reminds you of yet?
No, not. It doesn't bring anyone to mind to me right off. How about you, Rod?
Well, I think his legs, he's bigger than a Robert Newhouse type, but he's got that same strength in his legs that Robert had, plus he's got more quickness than Robert. So he's probably a little bit of everybody, and he's just Chris Pryor.
And he's got a 1st and goal at the 5 right now. Michael Wallace, number 37, made the tackle. He beat the record that had been established by Craig James, and he shellacked it. The old record for state 5A play was something like 2,400 yards for the season.
It's just a draw play, and Deere takes that half roll, making it look like his previous passes. It hands the ball off to Pryor, and he gets good blocking. He gets that 6 yards.
But I think the point ought to be made that is not a state high school championship record, because that was held by Kenneth Hall, 4,004 yards back in the early 50s. Here's Pryor for the 1. Bill Johnson, number 89, made the tackle. It's 7-7 right now with 9:50 to go.
That's a great run right there. Tomlin, 77, has a piece. Johnson, but look at right there. He gets another yard or two on just sheer power and strength. He should have been stopped, and it's similar to the touchdown he scored earlier. He got two extra yards on his own.
Touchdown. Number 34 for the year.
Behind that 185-pound offensive line, they pushed the Lee defenders back enough, and Pryor with that strength gets into the end zone.
That's an 80-yard drive in 14 plays. And the tie has been broken a second time. Tomasi has the extra point block. Keep that in the back of your mind as the afternoon